Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have GG Gibriel XD with 444 rating versus Noti Safakonicus with 682 rating. So it's going to be another high rated DB video. Also make sure to check out GG Gibriel's YouTube channel, the link down below in the description, and we will see Notis win their active boost of their shoot and decide to go first. 42 versus 40 opening hands. We have White Rabbit, Allure, Dormouse, TP11, and Thrust. And they have Ice, Nib, Imperm, Node, and Plugin. Okay, and then oh, they play plugin. So is this pure? Normal out ice. Ice effect goes special. Bring out X. X effect goes search. That's going to grab out sword. And then they use those to overlay for duo. Okay, so it is pure. Interesting that they're playing 42 in the pure build. Maybe they're just doing it to try to throw people off that they're on Fiendsmith. Otherwise, I really don't get how you'd get to 42. I mean, the deck has, you know, enough room for like 21 non-engine. Pretty good engine. You know, decent amount of consistency cards. I really don't know what more you'd want. Duo drive effect, detach, go ahead, search out cross, and the plasma hole. Okay, and then special summon out sword. Sword effect goes search, grab out the X Ryzeal, and then activate field spell, special summon out X, and then dump Mirror Logic, overlay for Dugaris effect. We could have used cross first to draw one, because every card in our hand's a good card right now. So we kind of want to draw into, I mean, it's not like we want to draw into a bad card. Like, it's fine if we draw only good cards, right? You can't really complain about that. But Dugaris draws sword plus cross, and then discard cross, and then activate cross to go ahead and put back the two that were already in graveyard anyways, to go ahead and draw. And then that draws into desires, and then we can activate desires, go ahead, banish, and then draw two. That'll draw into cross out plus a Fualos, and we banish one ice. That's it. We just banished one ice. That's crazy. We actually hit like nothing there. Okay. Then special summon out Node. Node effect, send Dugaris. Special summon back out Sword. And then we can overlay those to make the Detonator. Detonator effect, attach the Mirror Logic, and then go set 4 pass. So we have Plugin, Cross Out, Plasma Hole, Imperm set. Cross, 3 Detonators with a Mirror Logic underneath of it. Nib in hand. Obviously, Plasma Hole can attach from the graveyard. Plugin can attach from the deck. They draw into the Chessy Cat and then go activate Allure, draw Talons plus Dormouse, and then banish the cat, activate cat effect, summon itself out, and then activate the cat effect to go draw. Okay, so we let that go through, which is interesting because, I mean, I don't know, drawing 2 is pretty good into a board, and like you're gonna get this effect too, but we draw Hornets plus GWCO6. Banish Dormouse, and then new Chainlink Dormouse, pay 300 to special summon itself out, and then activate the Plasma Hole to pop both and attach cross from the graveyard to the Detonator. Activate Hornet Drones, summon out token, make Kagari effect to add back the Hornet Drones. Activate Hornet Drones, summon out a token, and then we go set the GWCO6, normal Dormouse effect, chain the Detonator to try to pop Dormouse, and then chain the GWCO6, banish Dormouse to summon back out from the graveyard, then chain Detonator to pop the Kagari. So then summon out the Chessy Cat, and then they go ahead and banish the White Rabbit off of the Dormouse. Sure. And then White Rabbit effect, chain Detonator to pop the cat, and then they let the rabbit come out. Then they're gonna go Chainlink 2 Aggregator onto White Rabbit. So I don't know why they activated it there. Yeah, there's like no point. It's like when you go normal ice, an ice effect goes special, they chain detach Mirror Logic, and then you summon Sword. What's the point of activating Sword when you know for an absolute fact Mirror Logic will be Chainlink 2 to negate it? Shouldn't you just not activate it so that way if you can achieve it again later in the turn, then you have it to be able to, like, you know, set and use the effect? It's not like this is mandatory. Yeah, you can set one from the deck. So now we go activate Thrust, go ahead, search out, engage, and then set the TP11, activate Talons to take, they chain cross out, calling Talons. Wow, I still have Talons in deck. That's pretty good. Yeah, so go ahead, shut that down, and then now we make Link Spider with the token, and then use those to make SP, and then SP effect to go banish cross, activate engage. We do have 3 spells engraved, so go ahead, search out Widow Anchor, and then draw in the Thrust, which we already used, so that's not a good draw there. It still just looks really good for Ryzeal. I mean, they just had so much. Activate Widow Anchor, target Detonator, chain it to pop itself. They said okay. Yeah, activate plug-in during the end phase, summon out the detonator, and then attach the X, and then detonator effect to attach, chain SP, and then chain the detonator to pop the back row. They're like, sure, I don't even need to like pop SP. Just out the random back row card. Then they don't draw because Dugaris, and special sword effect, and then they admit defeat. So on to the next game now. We will see Maliss go first. Opening hands, we have Allure Darkness, Shifter, White Rabbit, Imperm, GWC06. They have Droll, Veiler, Bonfire, X'd, and Ash. So we will go main phase, activate Allure. They said okay. Then change Shifter, draw Engage, Maliss and Underground, banish White Rabbit. White Rabbit summon out, White Rabbit effect goes set, and then that's going to set TP 11. Activate Field Spell to go banish Dormouse, pay 300, summon out. Then we have Dormouse effect to go banish, pay 300, summon out the cat. And then we do have the cat effect if we want to use it. I was going to say we do have to get rid of our GWC06, which is a pretty good card for follow-up, especially when we're under Shifter. Then yeah, just hold Engage. There's no point of using this to search for a Widow Anchor when we know our opponent really can't do anything anyways. Their only play is like Ice, Special Sword, like that's it. So they go activate Bonfire, go ahead search out Ice, and then normal Ice effect, we Imperm it, and then they go ahead and chain cross out to shut down Imperm, and then they bring out X'd, and then X'd effect to go search, that's going to grab out Sword from the deck to the hand. Then on res, activate the GWC06, summon White Rabbit, gain 11, and then activate the White Rabbit effect to go ahead, set the MTP07, activate, banish White Rabbit, then they ash it. This will stop the search and the banish. And then lose 300, summon out the White Rabbit. And they said, you're good to continue, because we know they have Sword in hand, so they'll make a detonator after we banish one anyways. So overlay, make the detonator. Then we go Hearts of Cryptor effect. They chain the pop the field spell, which is, interesting target to say the least, since that card doesn't really do a whole lot here. I guess it does kind of, because it'll make this getting a bunch of attacks shortly. So I guess they're just trying to stop it now. But they're gonna go ahead and put back. I guess they should have asked for the target that they targeted with the link, right? So that way if they targeted a trap, you could just like let it go. And then not let it go, but not pop the field spell. They're trying to special sword, but they have no Ryzeal in rotation. Yeah, and they just submit defeat because they know that they lose next turn. So on to game number 3 now. We'll see Ryzeal go first. We have Allure, GWC06, Book of Eclipse, Dotscaper, Allure. They have Ash Blossom, Thrust, Perulia, Ice, Veiler. Okay, so they go normal, summon out Ice. That's another bad thing about this build that sucks somewhat, is that you need, you don't need it in post side, but you want it in post side for your cross out, compared to like the Fiendsmith build where you really don't need it. Okay, they go Ice into X, X into Sword, and then overlay, make duo. Once again, there's no hand trap. Like, this is fine. Go ahead, search out cross and plug in. Yup, and then activate the cross, special out sword effect, go search out X. And then now we can go special summon out X by dumping Mirror Logic, and then overlay those to make a Dugaris. And then Dugaris effect. Yeah, I don't like how they played this at all. This was played like really, really, really poorly, right? They probably should have just went like Ice in the sword in the X, special X, X effect, go ahead search out node, special node, make Dugaris effect the draw chainlink 1, plug in chainlink 2, summon back out node, attach to duo drive, right? Like, are we just not ending on detonator? Draw judgment draw. I mean, like, I guess detonator isn't like the craziest card ever post side, especially if you're going for a Dugaris line. And they cross drew into Desires again, man. Activate Desires, go ahead, banish, and then draw 2. Draw Ash Blossom, Ice. That's so good. Then let's see, what do they banish? They banish Lancia, sure. They just banish 1 sword. They don't hit any engine off of it either time. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Activate plugin, special summon back out sword. And then go ahead, attach the plasma hole, and special Ice by sending Dugaris, overlay for the detonator effect, attach, and then set Judgment Pass. So they could have ended on the same thing, but with follow-up in hand if they didn't mess it up. Then they draw into Book of Eclipse, and then they just start by going activate Book of Eclipse, chain Ash Blossom, activate Book of Eclipse, go ahead, set the monsters, Set a lure, set GWCO6, activate a lure. Which, like, is it even correct to set the other lure? I feel like maybe you just set, like, GWCO6, you keep this in hand, this is good. I mean, do you even need this set either? Like, you're not going to use it, and if you don't draw a dark, you just lose the game anyways, right? Well, I guess that's not true, because you have another allure. That's not true, that's not true. You definitely set this allure. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine, because you have another one. If you just have a lure, and these were, like, 2 other blanks that were not a lure, then I don't think you need to set it, because if you don't hit a dark, you just lose the game anyways. But that does make sense, because we do have another allure. They go ahead and Judgment a lure, then activate a lure, draw Dormouse, Hornet Drones, and then banish the Dormouse, and then Dormouse effect. That was also a crazy Judgment, by the way. Judgment on a lure instead of Judgment on, like, a Link 2, like an SP that's trying to force it, or maybe, like, a Link 3. We just hit a random allure, like, that's crazy. Especially when you have Droll. Yeah, it's like, what? Then they go Dormouse, Chain Hornet Drones, summon out tokens, summon out Dormouse, Dormouse effect, they Veiler it. Sure. Kagari effect, add back Hornet Drones, and then normal summon out Dotscaper, make White Binder, new Chain Link, said RNG is unbeatable. RNG is unbeatable? What? You drew Desires off Cross game 1 and 3. You messed up. You played horribly. Me personally, I would have had follow-up in hand. I would have had Judgment set right now. Like, you don't even need to Veiler the Dormouse. Like, what? You get punished by, like, so many cards. Like, you played horribly, and then you go, oh, dude, RNG's unbeatable, man. Dude, what am I supposed to do, bro? Like, I can't even win this game, man. Like, what? You're, like, what? Nah, you actually got outskilled. Like, you actually just got outplayed. Like, that's it. Like, what? That sounds crazy that you said RNG's unbeatable. You got outskilled. You played, like, all of your interruptions incorrectly, and you played your turn 1 incorrectly off of a 1-card combo. You messed up a 1-card combo in Ryzeal. Like what? Go study a spreadsheet. What are you doing on rated? Dotscaper, go ahead, summon itself out. White Binder, go banish. Like, I hate it when people blame it on RNG and stuff. Like, what? Like, every match is winnable. Okay, I just want to throw that. Every match is winnable if your deck is built correctly, if you play nicely. Like, every match should be winnable. If it's not winnable, then you need to build your deck differently, because every match should be winnable. Almost every single one should be. Sometimes you do get RNG'd. But guess what? That's not, like, super, super, super often, right? You just need to build your deck better. Or, if you can't build your deck better, like last format when I was playing Fire King Snake Eye and I was losing to Tenpai, you know what the problem was? I was playing Fire King Snake Eye. That deck was bad. That was not a good deck to play. I should have been playing Tenpai. It sucks, because then I would have been playing Tenpai mirror matches, and those are actual, like, RNG just dice rolls, because, like, sure, you can outskill your opponent, but it really does feel like RNG for that mirror match. But, like, oh my gosh, you played bad, and then you blame it on that? Oh my gosh. White Binder effect goes set. They said, your win. I hope they keep talking. GG, fun time. That you had me, huh? Song, Judgment, Droll, Veiler, Ash, GG's, thought I had you, Yi, correct. Assumption, double book, double allure. Saki, one of off drones and Scaper, true. Ha! It's crazy how they say that. Like, there's a reason why GG Jibriel went 11-0 in Swiss and made it to top 16 at the last YCS and only lost to the eventual winner of the tournament. Like, there's a reason why, right? Like, he built his deck correctly. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to crash out, but like, holy, that was tough to read. That was tough to read. Okay, but match was about 20 minutes long. With all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.